Good afternoon, everybody. MG here, MGCovers, bringing you a brand new handicapping video. As always, if this is your first time here and you watch this video and you enjoy it, it provides you a lot of value. Click the like button, greatly appreciate that. If you are a current subscriber, I greatly appreciate that. If you're brand new and this is your first video you are watching on my channel, hey, love to have you as a subscriber. If you're looking to learn the handicapping business, this is a great channel to do that. I have a ton of content on here giving you a lot of value, explaining a lot of things about handicapping. Just being a subscriber will improve your sports betting and handicapping drastically. All right, today's video we got a lot to discuss. We're going to talk about my recent run here overall. We're going to talk about our recent run in soccer, tell you some benefits to becoming a client, and I can probably relate to those of you that are very reluctant to join a membership site. I know how you feel. I'm the same way. I'm going to cover that. We're going to touch briefly on the college football stat model as well. So with that being said, before we dive into it, don't forget you can follow me on all of the social media outlets at MGCovers. That's covers spelled with a Z. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're an Instagram follower, you get a ton of content, ton of free content. If there's reverse line movement in a game that I see, whether it be NBA, college football, I generally send that out to sort of help you guys recognize a good play. I sent out Yankees as a good play yesterday. I didn't personally play it. Even though the Yankees lost, it was still good value. All right, so first thing we're going to talk about soccer. I guess probably a year and a half ago, I had two individuals send me a DM on Instagram. Hey, have you ever handicapped soccer? The answer to that question was no. I'd never handicapped, never made a single wager on soccer. Fast forward to today, I know a lot about soccer, very successful handicapper in soccer, and I can also teach you how to do that as well. But that whole process has taken a while. So before we get into that, I want to talk about where our record is. From 9/13, if you take all of the soccer plays that we've wagered on from September the 13th until right now, you wager 4 units, you would be up 5.89 units. And I said this a long time ago about soccer. Soccer is one of those, people don't really look at it as a legit sports handicapping sport basically, but 5.89 units gained in less than a month. If you multiply that times 12, you're talking about over 60 units of profit per year just in soccer alone. And the beautiful thing about soccer is just that it's a sport that has daily action, which means you're going to get lines every single day. Sportsbook has to lay a line on every single game. So it reminds me a lot of college basketball where there's constant action. The sportsbook has to lay a line. You know, you got 60 plus games. Sometimes in college basketball, you'll have 100 games. Well, soccer, you have generally about 60 matches a day. So it is impossible for the sports books to lay perfect lines on all of those games, all of those matches. And that's our whole premise of handicapping soccer. We try to find a few of those games that are off, exploit those, and take advantage of those. So 5.89 units gained in the last 30 days is really, really, really good. So if you are looking, and one thing to realize about where we're at right now, okay, we're not going to have any NBA to handicap until the first of the year, right? I mean, I know we got a couple more finals games left, but NBA is not coming around in the fall. NHL is probably not going to come back until the first of the year. So all you're going to have, but for all of October, all of November, all of December, is just going to be NFL and college football. That's it. No daily action. So this is a great time to become a client and really learn the soccer business. And again, you might be saying, well, hey, I know nothing about soccer. Well, I didn't a year and a half ago. And by becoming a client, I can expedite that learning curve where you can, become a client. You can watch, I have, maybe 5 or 6 coaching client videos on soccer. So you can come into this a complete novice and within a very short time become a very, very, very sharp soccer handicapper. All right. So with that being said, one thing I want to talk about joining, I think a lot of times when people are reluctant to become a client of a sports handicapper, and those of you who follow me for a long term know that I'm a firm believer that this sports betting industry has just a complete garbage reputation, and it's because of a lot of different things. Handicappers, I made a post about this on Instagram. Handicappers will lie, they'll manipulate their units. They do a lot of just really poor business practices that misrepresent the business. And sometimes people become a client. They realize, hey, I'm not, I can't bet $100 a game and make $100,000 a year in sports betting. So there's a lot of deception in our business. And the way I've structured my business is I've created a membership site. Now, a lot of people are reluctant to join a membership site because of, hey, I got to pay a monthly subscription. It's going to take forever if I ever want to cancel. Can totally relate to you. I feel the same exact way. That is, in fact, one of my biggest pet peeves. In fact, I just canceled a clothing subscription membership site I was a member of probably for maybe a year. When I went to cancel, listen to me, I had to call that company in order to cancel. That is the biggest pet peeve that grinds my gears. So one good thing in the way I've structured my business, if you become a client, everything that I do is via PayPal, which means PayPal is very pro-consumer. So when you join, all of that's done through PayPal. PayPal pays me. If you ever want to cancel, you don't have to send me a DM. You don't have to fill out this dissertation about why you want to cancel, because let's be honest, it's none of my business. And any site that you're a member of any type of membership site, you shouldn't have to disclose why you're canceling. Because if you didn't want to cancel, you wouldn't be canceling. Those of you that remember DirecTV, I was a client of DirecTV for years. They have I don't know if they do now, but they have a retention department. So when you call to cancel, their whole goal is to keep you from canceling, which is absolutely ludicrous. So back to my point, if you join, everything's done with PayPal. So if you ever want to cancel or need to cancel for whatever reason, you don't have to contact me at all. You just go into PayPal, your activities where it says subscription, cancel, boom, you're all done. And obviously you could send me a DM and I could do it on my end, but that's the reason I like structuring everything that way. And while I'm talking about money, if you don't like PayPal or use credit cards, I also take Cash App and Venmo. The only stipulation there would be if you join Cash App or Venmo, I'd want you to pay maybe like 3 months in advance. So if you're a coaching client, that's $30 a month. So pay $90 because I don't want to chase you down every month doing it that way. So, and another point I want to make about my business, it's a value-based business. And what I mean by value-based business, I'll give you an example of a value-based business is Netflix. When Netflix first came out, when I joined, they were still selling DVDs, $7.99 a month, but you got a ton of value for that $7.99. Another value-based business that you might be familiar with is Planet Fitness. $20 a month, you get unlimited access to a gym. I think that's unlimited tanning, etc. So you get a ton of value for what you're paying. It's not cheap. You get a ton of value. That is MGCovers.com. I give you a ton of value for what you're paying. It's not cheap. You just get a ton of value. All right. So, before I forget that, let's go. Now that we got that out of the way, currently, if you want to become a client of just getting my plays, we're on a 17-7 run, up 71%. You can actually see every play that I've wagered from 9/13, which is the beginning of, quote, my fiscal year, which is the start of NFL football. You'll see every play. You'll see what we wagered, the unit size. You'll see the money line, all of that. But currently on a 17-7 run, which is good. All right. So I'm going to finish this up. College football model. If you join, you get access to that. And what that means is if you're one of those individuals where you're looking to create models for your sports betting, whether it's NBA, college football, hockey, whatever, you get to see this model, which means everything is out there. You get to see the exact stats I use. I use 2 stats in college football. So when you become a client, you see that. It's there clear as day. I mean, you could sign up, see it, cancel, and boom, you'd have it for the rest of your life. And we're 2-0 in our college football model. It actually picked a dog. All right, NFL model, you would get access to that as well. And my NFL model is year in, year out, probably the most consistent thing I've ever created, ever. It picked the Browns over Dallas last weekend. We had that. We didn't play Carolina, but it picked Carolina over Arizona. It also predicted Green Bay in a blowout over Atlanta. So, to sort of summarize all this, if you do become a coaching client, what that is, it's $29.95 per month. You get access to all of the sports we wager on, and you get to see all of my lines for all of those sports, which will be college football, all soccer. We handicap about 12 leagues in soccer, NFL, college football. You get access to all of the coaching videos I talked about previously, and I'm always updating new content, new video content that's specifically for coaching clients that nobody else has access to. And you get unlimited email support from yours truly. That's $29.95 per month. And then if you want to get the coaching program I just mentioned, in addition to all of my plays for all sports, that would be $49.95 per month. And plays that we're not doing in Major League Baseball in the playoffs, but we are doing NFL, soccer, college football, and it looks like NCAA basketball is probably going to start late November, probably early December, and of course NHL and NBA when they start next season. All right, and then the best value of all is you can get everything I just mentioned for $249 for 1 full year. So that's all of the power rankings, all of the coaching videos. You get access to all of my plays, all of that for $249 for 1 year. And if you would pay that monthly, that would be about $600. So a ton of value there. So that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, shoot me a DM. And again, soccer, I know what you're saying is, hey, he's trying to sell us. Yeah, of course, I'm a business. I'm trying to make money, but soccer is a very good sport to handicap, and it's not that hard to learn the business. And again, I got a ton of videos. I can take you from A to Z pretty quickly. So definitely something to consider, because we're not going to have that much action as we would normally have in a normal sports betting year due to coronavirus. So anyway, so that's it. MGCovers here signing out. Hope everybody has a good and profitable weekend. Peace.